Welcome to our $2,000 a month apartment on the Upper East Side. Come on in.
New York City is famously one of the most expensive places to live in the US. However, due to the pandemic, prices have dropped significantly, giving people like us the opportunity of a lifetime to live in one of the most iconic cities in the world.
We'll start here as you walk in. We have an homage to Friends. If you watch Friends as much as we do, you know what that means. Then we have this little coat rack where we hang up our coats, scarves, masks, and this cute little end table where we throw our keys and bags right as we enter. But before we do that, right to my right as you walk in the door is the bathroom. Come check it out. I think it's a pretty standard bathroom, but coming from living out of a van, having hot water, plumbing, it's just such a blessing, and we do not take it for granted. Van life truly taught us to appreciate the little things. Now for the main living area, we have our living room, dining room, and kitchen. A lot of New York City apartments have very teeny tiny kitchens in separate rooms. So we really liked that this apartment had an open concept, which allows the kitchen space to be really open and spacious for us. So first off, we added this little island, which moves around for extra counter space because our only other counter space in the kitchen is right here, which isn't too bad, but we both like to cook, we like to cook together, so it's nice to have a chopping station for each person. Down here we have a dishwasher, which in New York City world, that's huge. Not as huge as what I'll show you later, but it's a big deal. And we have high ceilings, which we absolutely love. One of the reasons why we like this apartment so much. So it allows us to have extra storage above the cabinets because we have some really great cabinets here. Another unique thing about this New York City apartment is that we have a full-size fridge. If you don't really understand what I'm talking about, a lot of New York City apartments will have mini fridges, but this is just your regular, proper fridge, and we appreciate it. So the kitchen is great because we have a lot of storage here. We also have storage in the island, so that we are covered on. Other places we don't have a lot of storage is closets. So we only have 3 closets in the apartment, 1 in each bedroom, and 1 in the main space that can't really even be used as a closet, but it's really fine, and I'll show you why. So behind this door is New York City gold. In other parts of the world, this is equivalent to like a 3-car garage in the suburbs. Everyone, we have a washer dryer. You may think I'm being dramatic, but I'm really not. Ask anyone who's lived in New York City. Washer dryer in the unit is really rare, and that is another reason why we really liked this apartment and wanted to jump on it, because it had the 2 bedrooms, washer, dryer, dishwasher, beautiful open concept with a lot of light. Brandon put that on one of our must-have lists. So when we were looking for apartments, something that we weren't gonna budge on. Now let's go back to the living room. One nice thing about being stationary after about 1.5 years of travel is that all of our little knickknacks and souvenirs that we bought along the way, we actually have somewhere to display them now, which makes me really happy. I'm not sure if Brandon cares that much, but right below that is our dining room table, which actually flips up so we could add more people if we were having people over. And a beautiful thing about New York City, I know a lot of people give us crap because we're not nice. Someone actually just gave me this bouquet of flowers today, just straight up. They didn't know me. Very nice. Love it. Now on to the living space. This couch we got off Facebook Marketplace, which was a really good find. It actually converts. So it has this little chaise lounge right now, but I could switch the cushions and make it into an ottoman and a couch. Now if you had people over, you could use this as an extra place to sit, or if you just like an ottoman versus a chaise. Me, Bren, and I do fight over who gets to sit there a lot, so maybe we should switch to an ottoman every once in a while, so this can move. Anyways, behind me we have our New Yorker wall. I really wanted a art wall. So my mom had this really cool idea to take all of our old New Yorker magazines, rip off the front page, and frame the ones that we really liked into this kind of little collage. I like how it came out. I feel like it tells a story. A lot of the New Yorker covers are from COVID, pandemic, quarantine. It gives you a little history of our past year. And if you think that we're missing something in this living room space, you're probably right, because we don't have a coffee table yet. And we're actually getting a coffee table custom made for us by my brother and his partner Alana. So for now, it's just this open space, which is also kind of great, because if we want to take a yoga class, or if I'm taking a dance class or a fitness class, I really have all this space. The mirror is already here. Just have to move the island aside and we're good to go.
Next up on the tour is the guest room slash office. Really, normally it's an office because it's where I work every day, but if we ever have guests, we have the opportunity to put them somewhere. So in here we've got a futon, and then you've got about a twin size bed. I think it's a little shorter than a twin size bed, but
yeah, that's a good amount of space.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, how about you sleep in here now and I'll have the bedroom to myself?
No.
Bye!
This room is pretty small, which is why we made it the office, but the nice thing about the room is the closet. It's actually surprisingly large. It allows us to kind of throw some of our junk away. It's been such a game changer to have an office that's separate from our living area so that I can just work in my own space and be on calls and not bother Erin when she's home, and vice versa. Because when we were in the van, we had about 60 square feet, and it was easy to get on each other's nerves when we were working. Come on in. At the foot of the bed, thankfully, we've got plenty of space so that we could fit a nice sized dresser, because you know Erin is packing it with clothes. We left this closet door permanently open so that Erin could have a little side table here. Behind this curtain, I really don't know what I'm gonna find. Okay, phew, no dead bodies, just clothes. Yeah, there's actually some room in there, so Erin's got some more room for more clothes, which is shocking.
I can buy more clothes now. Okay.
Shocking.
Okay, Brandon's telling way too many of my secrets, so I'm gonna take this tour back over. I'm regaining control. This headboard my mom and I made together. You might recognize the fabric from the van. We actually used the same fabric that we used for the bench cushion. And I also want to give a shout out to Kara and Nate, Atlas Co., for our National Park road trip map that we have over here.
We were able to get this apartment at an incredible deal. The prices would have been way higher had it not been pandemic time, which is why we're living here. You can't beat living on the Upper East Side in a 2-bedroom apartment with laundry, with a dishwasher, right next to the subway, which is something we didn't even talk about, right next to the queue, on the Upper East Side for $2,000 a month. It's an insane deal, and we're thrilled to be here and very happy that we could make it happen.
Well, that concludes our apartment tour. We're happy to share it with you. And if you're interested in any more New York content, we'll be putting out some new, totally different episodes than what you're probably used to from us. So keep an eye out, subscribe, like, do all the things so that you can get notified when we're putting out some New York content. Yeah, baby.